about this mannequin, just scroll over and you'll click on it. It'll say boutique. Just boutique. We're just going to be talking about two, and then we're going to talk about the other three later. We're going to talk about designer works and custom couture because they're both clothes related, while the others, well, this one is clothes related, but in a different way. This one's just about crafting lanterns, and this one's just trading, which requires different information. That's also clothes related, but not really. So let's go with custom couture. You can recolor certain items that we can get, stamp them, and print them. Let's click on the recoloring. You're going to see only this and the clothing you can edit right here. So if you click on her, she'll just do witty takes. I didn't even know her name was Petal until right now. And she's pretty persnickety. So right here you're going to see certain clothing. These are usually the fashion booster items, except for one, which was a in-book item, I believe. Which was this one, the rose ball gown. You should know what this does by now because you got that item. And this is very simple. Let's click this one. Right here you'll see 3 different colors called Precision 1, Precision 2, Precision 3. You'll see this mannequin. This just removes the mannequin and moves the camera back. You're going to see a bunch of different colors. You're going to see the go back button. If you're going to use this, you have to know not to use this while doing this, which is kind of hard for me to do sometimes. So let's see. Let me remove the color here so you can see. That area will, this is always different for each dress, but just click on it and you'll see. That's for that area, and this is for the bottom of the dress. So you can add colors. There's a scale from white to the purest blue you can get for a dress. And each alteration by a color will show you the price down here, which this costs $2,500. So that's a lot. If you want to undo it, you just click that one. Oh no. Yeah, this is to undo everything back to its original look. So let's do that. So it redid the colors I want. And then this is only if you make a mistake and you're like, you know what, I regret the color choices. I like the old one better. So you can do that. That's pretty much it. You can get quite a few. There's at least 16 I have. I'm missing a couple. So let's go out and go to stamps. Stamps, the same thing. You'll still see your dresses, but the tools will be a little different. So let's click back on this dress. You're going to see every single stamp you can get for this book. As you can see, I did something right here. So you can choose this post stamp right that area, right this area. You can also determine the sizing, like you want this big or this small. You can mirror it, so you can get a little trippy effects with this, or you just cancel it out. There's different patterns. You can notice I have like over 100 of these, and some I don't. Some prints are easier to get than others, so that's it. This is for this bottom dress. You mirror it, you can get cool effects from it, like making this type of eyeball monster. And then the pricing is a little different for these. I think it also depends on the pattern you pick. Let's see. Yeah, it depends on the pattern. Also determines the pricing, I guess. I don't know if that's the same for the colors. We can check right now. I don't care. I'm done. Let's see. 0. Okay, so if you just wanted to change the scale to the same color, like that was blue, purplish, blurple color, and then I changed the color here. I'll still submit it. That was Discord. We're having a little situation with something. Okay. Ooh. Next is print. This is not the same as stamp, even though I feel like it should be the same. So let's click it. So here it's the same. Here is the different precisions. It's gotta be always the same area, but the difference is this shows a pattern around your whole dress, not in one specific area compared to the stamps. So let's choose the biggest canvas so you can see the difference. You won't be able to tell, but you can see some waves. You can see some texture added. Ooh, you can also buy stuff, so be careful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It costs 3,000 here. It depends on the pattern. So the least expensive is 1,500, while the most is 300, while some are 10,500. I think it just varies. Varies to what size. Does the size matter? No, the size doesn't matter. But that's how you can tell. Just make sure you keep a good amount of gold for doing this area. It won't save if you don't save it. Next is the designer work. There's only 2 areas. There's the crafting clothes and the altar clothing. I'll be right back. There's something in Discord I need to read. Okay, the situation is over. Let's get back. You hit this one for crafting. You'll see 2. This is crafting and then altar crafting. Let's go to altar crafting. So altar crafting, there's the tags of the clothing that wants to be altered. There's also this little guy. His name is, I don't know what it is, but they had a commentary from him. Right here is a good insight of how big the crafting alteration is. Like for example, let's click it. There's only 2. There's only 2. Well, there might be other dresses that have longer lines. Like this one is a Queen Marie. Some books have altars. They're only for the older books, and we only recently got like 3 items from an event to alter. So if you do the DIY process of making these dresses, there's the basic dress that you get from Queen Marie. Then you do the pure heart, exquisite wings, and then graceful wings. But you need to start off with the swan song. Some are accessories. You can see the process. Some only have like 3. There's like one that has, I think the Queen Marie's the longest. Some accessories have 3. But they require a certain amount of items, so I own 33. Let's go here. Each one has a different amount of crafting material and what the dress you get costs. I'm not gonna craft this because it's an awful set to craft because of the materials go up. It demands a certain amount of dresses. Well, I'll make this one just to show you, but I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to deal with the altar. So we altered this dress. I got 1. So let's go back. Let's go back to edit. Go back here. It'll show you the next one to craft, which is the pure heart. I'll tell you the name. Click edit. It will tell you how many items it requires. So in order to do the pure heart, you need 6 of them to create the exquisite wings, which right now doesn't cost as much, but you have to create 6 of these pure heart dresses. So if we go back to the first one, you have to craft 6 of these dresses, and this is the material you have to use. So 15 times 6, that's quite a lot of leather. Or 6 times 23, both are still, and then you have to give 7 dresses times 6. That's over 36 dresses. That's a lot of math also. But altering stuff might affect the book, so you might have to look into it. Some dresses don't. I'm pretty sure the altered dresses don't. So majority of these altered things are from the older books, from Queen Marie, Magic Lamp, HOS, Helen of Troy, or Helen of Sparta, sorry, wrong character. I think those are the ones that have it. These are the first 3 event ones we can get. So for these have a different process compared to the normal ones. So they required something that's made specifically for the event these items were made for. So these ones required carving tools. It'll tell you how much you owe, and it'll tell you where you got this item from. So you need to have the basic. So I need the flow of time, and also I'll show you the source. It's a blueprint from this side book, event book, and then I'll tell you this information about what it was inspired by from the museum. So it was freely inspired by the museum by blah blah blah. You can read that if you want, but I'm not going to. It's a handheld. I'm not sure how we're gonna get more of these, if they're gonna bring them back or not. If they do, it's probably be for diamonds and stuff, which whatever. But for this, it's only 2 tiers of crafting. And also right here it tells you can still wear items wear clothing items that have been used. So this requires 1 of the hourglass. If you use that 1 hourglass to craft this, you won't lose that hourglass. You just have it permanently. That's why there's this thing that calls unknown. And then if you go back to say this area, it'll tell you own 1. As soon as you see this to a 0, it still means you still own it, okay? So don't forget about that. That's enough about the crafting. I'll talk more about these tomorrow. One of them is gonna cost 1 whole video, which is gonna be Guilford's gift, so look forward to that. Because right now I'm not in the mood for anything artsy for videos. Thank you for watching.